Now, we've already talked about how the British passed the Sugar Act and the Stamp Act, two taxes on the colonists. Now, this had kind of gone back and forth. There had been a little bit of a battle. Britain had pulled back a little bit. But they decided in 1767 here to pass a whole group of laws called the Townshend Acts. Now, this is not one in particular. This is kind of a whole group of taxes that they put on the Americans for different various things. One of them including tea, which is going to come up sooner, but tea and lots of other things that they begin to tax a lot. Now, the purpose of these taxes were to help pay for kind of the administration and some law enforcement in the colonies. This helped pay for judges and rulers there. It helped, they said it would help pay for some of the troops that were stationed there. Now, the colonists really didn't like the troops staying there during peacetime. Now, part of the purpose of these troops was help to enforce these new laws that Britain was putting on there, to enforce these taxes. But the American colonists didn't really feel, they didn't really like having the soldiers there when they weren't in a war. They kind of felt like they weren't really part of England, and that England was kind of taking over to control them too much. And so this is where the Americans start to resist a lot more. They start doing some smuggling. They start trying to break the law. This is where the rebel part of America begins to happen more and more and more. These rebels try to find ways to undermine the British troops that are there and undermine the British laws. So the Townshend Acts is where America really starts to kind of pull away, and it leads to some of the bigger events of the Revolution, like the Boston Tea Party and like the Boston Massacre that are coming up. So again, Britain pushes it a little bit more by trying to control the rebels in America, and it doesn't make the colonists very happy, and they begin to push further and further away. And you can see at this point, this is when there actually begins to be some talk of separating from England, as the Townshend Acts happen, and as some of these bigger events happen. They're a result of people that are saying, you know what, maybe we really shouldn't be a part of England anymore. So here's one of the first steps where America is really starting to think to itself, we shouldn't be a part of England anymore. These are not, they shouldn't be controlling us like this. So Townshend Act, whole group of taxes that help push America a little closer to revolution.